pages by 2 o'clock. You know, that's a goal that's going to take a few hours, and then you may have a few other goals throughout the day as the time progresses. A short-term goal may be something that's going to take a few days, or it might take a few weeks, or every single week you may have a continuous type of goal or a monthly goal. Basically, a short-term goal is something where I feel like there's still sight to have it, I guess, reach within a short frame, a time frame. So a short-term goal, for instance, may be, let's see, like for me, example, when I come out with my Global Grind story every Friday, I automatically have now-term goals where I promote it. I want to have this many views by 2 hours after the story has posted, or whatever it may be. Then I'll set a short-term goal, which I'll say, okay, in a week from there, I want to have 1,500 views. So those are little things like that for me personally. But, you know, a short-term goal is just something a little bit bigger than a now-term goal. Like I said, the way you evaluate it is all up to you. But this is just my way, how I break my day down, how I break my week down, and it allows me to not only accomplish goals, but it keeps me going, because once I feel like, all right, I'm breaking it down, I'm accomplishing goals, this mission's accomplished, this mission's accomplished, this mission's accomplished, and it makes you feel good about yourself, because you know you break down your life, and look, here I am, I'm accomplishing this, I just finished that goal, I reached this goal, let's keep going. So it also motivates you to continue your progress, what you're doing. And last, you have long-term goals, which we're all familiar with. Like I said, mainly you probably grew up, and everything from when I was a kid, my goal, when I hear the word my goal, I would think of, okay, I want to be a professional basketball player, or I want to be rich, I want to be a millionaire. Like, that would be my goal. Those, at the time when I was young, I'm not going to say they were out of reach. No, not at all. That was a dream that I had, and it was something that could have been done the next day. Anything is possible. However, those are, I guess you could call it long-term goals, in the sense they're not things that are going to happen in hours. They're not things that are going to happen in days, etc. It's going to take time to accomplish those type of goals. It's going to take time to work at those type of things. They just don't come overnight. So that's why you break it down with now-term goals, which are daily. You break it down with short-term, which are maybe weekly or bi-weekly or monthly. And then you move to long-term goals. Now, with long-term goals, like I said, this is where you shoot high. And I'm going to put it all together after I describe the long-term goals, but this is where you shoot high. You have something that you want to accomplish a year from now. So you'll say, you know, I have a long-term goal where this time next year, my income is going to be doubled or tripled where it is right now. That's a long-term goal, because that's not something that's going to happen in a week. It could. I'm not saying by any means that it can't, but more than likely that's not going to happen in a week, and more than likely it's not going to happen in a month. So, you know, this is something that may take a year to 2 years to maybe even 5 years, maybe 10 years, maybe 15 years. I know with a lot of my dorm roomer interviews that I do, I'll ask student athletes where they see themselves in 3 years, where they see themselves in 5 years, and where they see themselves in 10 years and maybe even 20 years. Those are all long-term goals that they see themselves, because you're looking into the future. Yes, it may not be something that you have control over. You can't go into the year 2025 and automatically say, this is what I'm going to be, this is what I'm going to do. No, but at the same time, you envisioning it and you planning it, it will break down your life and make it a lot more easier. Now, with everything that I've said, like I said, the Milo Murphy experience, the audio and videos, they're going to be short and sweet. I'm trying to make them as informational as possible. I'm trying to get feedback from all of you as far as, you know, length, as far as content, if it was helpful, if it wasn't helpful, etc. So if you could really, seriously, if you could leave comments either on my website, on Facebook, and if you want to inbox me, you want an anonymous, whatever, you can leave an anonymous comment on my site, but I need as much feedback as possible. If this wasn't helpful for you, be honest. Tell me. I don't mind. I'm all for constructive criticism. If it was very helpful for you, please let me know. I would love to know. But let me sum everything up before I stop. With now-term, short-term, and long-term goals, I don't want you to think, okay, all I can do right now is now-term goals. All I can do tomorrow is focus on what I can do tomorrow. No, these all work hand in hand. Me, I have, like I said, now-term goals. I may have 10 goals, 10 to 20 goals that I want to accomplish in one day, but at the same time, I still have my short-term goals that I'm focusing on in life, and I still have my long-term goals that I'm focusing on. Now-term just helps you build up and build that momentum once you're accomplishing goals, which will roll into your short-term goals, which will roll into your long-term goals. So don't limit yourself. And that's not even with just goal setting, with anything in life. Never limit yourself, because you just never know. So if I had to sum it up, like I said, look at goal setting as a breakdown. Break it down daily. Forget that. Break it down hourly. Break it down, every 6 hours. Break it down daily. Break it down, every other day. And however you want to do it. I'm just saying, break it down, and it's going to make your life a lot easier, because it's made mine a lot easier. I set goals, and ever since I've come up with this little formula, this little creation of mine that I use mentally and as well, this is stuff that you can put in your head or you can write it down. Me, I personally choose to do both. I write down my goals for the day in my phone or on a pen and notebook, and I also have it in my mind. So you could ask me right now, what are 10-year goals for tomorrow? And automatically I can answer, because I know exactly what my mind wants to do. So, don't limit yourself to anything. I'm telling you, anything is possible. But like I said, that's my take on goal setting, the 3 breakdowns. Once again, don't forget, there's now-term, short-term, and long-term. So that's my take on goal setting. Next, I'm not even going to tell you what's going to be next, because I have a lot of topics in line that I want to talk about. So I'm just going to let you guys, leave the feedback, give me ideas on topics, and we'll go from there. But I hope all of you enjoyed this. I hope it benefited you, and basically from there, I'll continue to do it. I think that this is going to be something big, and I think that this will benefit a lot of people, just like my daily statements do. So I'm looking forward to your feedback. Please, please, please don't be shy to leave it for me. It's only going to help me. It's going to help you. Please, please, please leave feedback. Don't be afraid. If you want to leave anonymous feedback, go on the MyLonMurphy.com website, and it'll allow you to select anonymous. Nobody will know. If you want to send it through my email, send it through my Facebook, whatever you want to do, right on the wall under the comments field of this video, whatever you want to do. It doesn't matter. But once again, I'd like to thank you guys. I really appreciate the support. It's crazy. I really appreciate you guys. Without you guys, I wouldn't be, where I am right now, surpassing 2,000 views on my stories, 1,700 views on my first one. Things are really going crazy for me, and I just want to basically share my input, share my thoughts on, what I do throughout the day. That's what I do in my blogs, and, I just feel like I can help any possible way that I can, so I'm going to do it. If I can just impact one person, that's completely fine with me. I know it's somebody else, so please leave feedback. Once again, I thank you guys. I'll probably come on with another one tomorrow, depending on the feedback, on a different topic, and we'll go from there. So thank you all, and I'll talk to you here soon.